We're recording.
Wonderful. Okay, first of all, we'll start with the ladies first. In fact, the young girls first. This is Hafsa, Hafsa, Hafsa.
Hafsa.
Yeah, Hafsa. Hafsa. She is 12 years old, and she is a student of class 7th.
Seventh grade, and she is 12 years old?
Yeah, yes. That's
wow.
Right.
Well, we'll get to that because Katerina, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Katerina. I'm 11, which is a year younger than you, and I'm only in the 5th grade right now.
I'm just going to turn off that because it's quite.
Okay. So I'll give you girls a bit of chance first, or shall the elders chat first?
I guess you should chat first.
Okay, yeah, first of all,
I'm Rochelle and Kat's mom, and I find it very interesting. I'm not sure when. Is it Hafsa?
Hafsa.
Hafsa.
Yeah, Hafsa.
Okay, Hafsa. How early you start school, but as Katerina said, she's in 5th grade, and that's the general age that you'd be in 5th grade is either 11 or 12. So it's very interesting how the difference of the numbers there.
Yeah. That actually brings up a question of discussing about the comparative school structure of your place and our place. In our place in the Indian curriculum, we see the students entering the 10th grade, 9th grade at the age of 13. So if a student is having an age range of 13 to 15 years old, she can get herself admitted into class 9th. I think we are sharing the similar structure, isn't it? That students are learning up to grade 12 before entering into the graduation program, isn't it? Is it the same for you?
So our school system goes to grade 12, and after grade 12, they go on to college or university.
Exactly. That's exactly similar to what we have in India. And as you know, my name is Ahmed, and you are aware about this name.
Yeah, Ahmad, right? Is it? I had a student with the same name, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly.
I believe that I would be.
No problem at all. Okay, first of all, this Katrina name. Katrina name is quite familiar over there in India. Are you aware about the term Bollywood?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a famous actress over there. She shares the same name as her, Katrina. You can even Google her and find it out.
Is starting with a C or a K?
Yeah.
K.
Yeah.
So there's a famous actress for Bollywood that has Katerina's.
Yeah, she's sharing the same name. And both of you, Katrina, both the Katrinas, they are sharing the same instinct of being beautiful and pretty.
Yeah.
That applies to both of you. May God bless you.
Thank you.
I am an Indian, and I'm working over here in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the past 10 years. I'm a part of one of the universities out here, Shakra University. If you are aware about the capital of Saudi Arabia, that is Riyadh. So I live close to Riyadh. It's around 2 hours drive from Riyadh. It's a nice, peaceful place. The radius of this city is around 20 miles. So there is no such kind of overheads of driving to the work and all those things. Nice, peaceful place. Almost 10 years completed. And let's see what future holds for us.
Okay. Well, we live kind of near Boston, an hour from Boston in Massachusetts. So the town we live in is not really probably known around the world, but I just tell people I live in Boston or near Boston because most people know Boston. And we've been here pretty much our whole lives, right? Let's see. And so I kind of am a teacher. So I work in a school and I help students with their applications to college and to applying for financial aid to pay for college. I work with them in their last year of the high school year.
That's good. I was actually aware about that thing. This is again another thing where we are sharing a common feature. I'm also into academics. You're also part of school. You have a girl with the same age range as mine, and you also have an elder kid, isn't it? He's into robotics.
Yes, I do. I have a son, and actually he was just leaving as we started the call, and he's working on robotics right now. This year they do like this organization called First Robotics, which is around the world. And this year the competition is virtual because of the pandemic. So I think there's like a big thing that's due this week. So he's there constantly. He's in his last year of high school and he'll be going to college this coming fall. And he'll be studying mechanical engineering.
Oh, that's great. That's good. So he can start off with the mechanical engineering right after the high school. By high school, do you mean grade 10 or is it 12th standard?
So it's grade 12 is the last year. And through high school, he studied electronics. But even if he didn't have that opportunity to study electronics, he would still be able to go to college and start mechanical engineering for a bachelor's level. His particular high school offers an electronics kind of like certificate kind of thing that he can take alongside his other classes. He's also gotten a lot of experience through the first robotics in engineering and robotics.
Well, that's actually amazing. You know, someone with such a young age, he's already into robotics. So by robotics, we actually mean that he has to gel up with the programming as well as mechanical stuff.
Yeah,
that's great.
He mostly does the designing of it and the actual building. Like he does CAD designing the pieces on the computer. And then he also helps machine them because they have things called lathes and CDC routers and, you know, what do you call it? 3D printers. Yes. So, and these are big robots. They're like as tall as my daughter. They're heavy and they usually design them to play a game with other teams. So there's like, they have to shoot balls or they have to, what are the other things that the robotics?
Like pick up things, move them around.
Sometimes it's picking up cubes and putting them through something. So there's like a certain challenges that.
So a lot of the times they have to like, before the timer ends, they have to attach themselves to a hook.
Right, they have to actually climb. So they sometimes they develop their machine to have like a hook and an elevator feature to actually attach to some bar and actually lift. You get more points if you can do that.
Whoa, that's amazing. I mean, actually, we are slowly and steadily drifting to an era where we'll be seeing more of robots, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's great. That's amazing feeling. Wow. Yeah. So, okay, you are a hobbyist as a YouTuber. I saw you. Let me tell you the story how I came across your channel. You know, a few days back, I was thinking about honing my skills of English development. So I Googled some of the groups. I was able to enter into one of the groups of WhatsApp.
Yep.
And it was there I saw a link to your channel.
So okay,
and that's how I subscribed to your channel. And then I saw you chatting with one of our Indian guys. One of the Indian students over there. There I had dropped the message. So I would like to tell you that the effort of posting about your groups into WhatsApp group does not go in vain.
That's good. That's good. Actually, the last conversation I had with I think it's Asif. So he found me that way too. But one thing he told me is that it's better to not share my YouTube channel as much, but to have people find it. I don't know. So I'm trying that now. And he's grown like very quickly in 3 months. So maybe he knows something I don't know. So I'm trying to do that.
I also can accept of that. Yeah, I saw him. He's also an interesting guy to chat with.
Yes, so he's very interesting.
Well, you're already having around 3,000 subscribers, isn't it? You know,
Close
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm uploading the videos which I'm using in my daily life for the students in my college and all those things. I've got 2 routines in my daily life. I'll be asking you the same. I go to the college in the morning. Even during this pandemic era, I am associated with a College of Applied Medical Science, though I'm a computer science guy. And you know, a computer science guy, there has to be some kind of job everywhere. So I'm teaching some of the subjects out there, and I'm taking care of IT troubleshooting, as well as pretty much everything, whatever it is related to the computers out there. So we do have a normal routine where we are supposed to go to the university. I'll say the name of the university once again. It's a kind of doing the publicity. It's Chakra University. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So in the morning, I'm going over there from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's my time. And then I return back. I take a short nap. And from 3:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., I run a small institution of 10 to 12 kids, where my kids are also studying with me. And I am basically running up a school, homeschool, where around 10 to 12 kids are coming. I've got two kids. She's the elder one, and the younger one is 7 years of age. He's into grade 3. So I'm running 2 batches. All of them are studying over here. So it's a kind of occupied routine. And by the evening, so that's how life is going on. Tell me about your routine.
Yeah, so for the last year, both my kids and myself have been at home doing school for the most part because of the pandemic. And just probably a month ago, Katerina started going to school a couple days a week. My son has been going to school almost all along because of electronics. They really can't teach that on the internet. And I just started going back to the school. So I've been doing the work on the computer at home, but I just started going back to school 1 day a week because I work in the high school, and the high school students are just back like 2 days a week. And because we have to keep away from each other, there's not enough room for all the staff to go back every day. So my routine is to, get up, Monday through Friday and get, my kids up and going, and then start working on the computer. And now just this last week, I started going back to the high school 1 day a week. So that was a big adjustment because I'd been doing all the work at home, and to have to then get out of the house and, be ready and get out of the house and drive 40 minutes to my work and get there on time after not doing that for a year is hard. And I think it's hard for the kids too, that have not been getting on a bus and getting up early and getting all ready to start getting up and catching that bus, because the bus doesn't wait.
So my question goes to Katerina in this regards. Are you missing those days, pre-pandemic days, where you used to go to the school and had loads of fun with your classmates, or are you enjoying this part of pandemic?
I think I'm probably more of a fan of how we used to do school, because now doing it, there's so many more rules and regulations, and just not as fun anymore. So,
well, I really pray to the Almighty Lord that this situation goes away quickly so that we can have our normal routine lives. Are you done with the vaccination, by the way?
So I had one, and I get another one in 2 weeks. And I think my son will qualify to get it next month. Katerina won't qualify until December.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay. So in this regard, I'll have to do a same pinch, as you say, because I'm also done with the first dose. Which vaccine did you go for? You had gone for Pfizer?
I had to go for what I could get, which was Moderna. And the reason that I got to have it is because I'm a teacher, because right now it's age 65 and up. But in 2 weeks, I think it's for everyone over 17. My son will be able to get Pfizer because Moderna is not available for 17. But I think Pfizer will be available for age 12 in December. Okay. It's still not available yet for anybody not available for even 17-year-olds until 2 weeks from now.
Well, let's hope for the best. Let's see. Let's really pray to the Almighty Lord that this thing goes away.
Yeah, I think one thing that Kat, you told me that like doing school at home is like super slow, and the day seems to take forever, and that going to school going to actual school goes by much quicker, so it doesn't drag as much.
That's true. In fact, the long-term effect of the kid sitting in front of the computer and learning, it's not good at all. By the way, I mean, that makes me ask you another question. How long is Katerina into the mobile phones and everything? Because Hafsa, she's spending a hell lot of time in front of mobile phone and following the TikToks and all those things. I think we can interrelate in this aspect as parents, isn't it?
It's a struggle. So she's on the school all day, and then Katerina likes to watch YouTube videos, and she likes to play Minecraft. And it's a struggle because I like Katerina to go outside, and I like Katerina to be away from the screen. But I know that that's the only way that sometimes she can communicate with friends, because we allow one friend that will come over here and vice versa, but we don't have other friends because of coronavirus. Kind of like that one friend is in our pod, I guess. But otherwise, she's communicating with her friends. She's playing Minecraft, right? You play Minecraft on the computer with your friends.
Same case here. She's also a big fan of Minecraft. Guess what? Despite sitting corners apart, I mean, you are in the one corner of the world, I'm sitting over here, and we have the same thing. The kids are into Minecraft.
You have like
I'm growing up. He's also a fan of painting as well. I mean, she can show us some work. So I think
Katarina
we
has
should.
a question about what kind of Minecraft. Go ahead.
Java.
I
Java?
usually just build in creative mode.
Huh?
I play on my PS3.
Yeah, I recently bought a very old version of PS3, but that's good enough for my kids because I don't require internet for that. My kid is a big fan of playing FIFA, and she is always into that Minecraft and all those things, and Roblox as well, isn't it? Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox,
Are you into Roblox? Yeah.
I think a little bit, but not as much, right? Roblox.
Yeah. Roblox is like, I play it sometimes, but I don't play it as often as I play Minecraft.
And so we play it. She plays it on the computer. I think it was this past summer that there was a camp that they had, like, it was a camp that they did, Minecraft camp. So she got to play on a server with other kids. And so we bought the edition, the Java edition, so she could play on the computer. I don't have like a PS at all, but so that's how sometimes after school, after the like remote computer school, she will play Minecraft with her friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. My question goes to you, Rochelle. Are you concerned about the amount of time the kids are spending in their mobile phones and all those things? Are you limiting? Are you?
I am.
setting up
I try to limit.
regulations?
I am concerned. I think it's an issue, and yes, this is it's a source of like conflict between Katerina and I, because like I want her to do less, and of course she wants to do more, but I kind of have been a little bit more lenient on it because of the pandemic. But I'm hoping that in the summer we're going to go camping, and she's going to go to a sleepaway camp, and there'll be less, and maybe there'll be that way to kind of break that habit of wanting to use the computer so much and the screens and iPads and stuff.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Apart from computers, apart from technology, what else do you like doing in the form of sports? Are you people into some kind of sports or something?
I don't do a lot of sports, but when it's summertime, I usually like go swimming. I really like to go swimming in the backyard because it's fun. And we have a treadmill that we sometimes go on. So.
Have you ever been on skateboards, by the way? Because Hafsa
No.
bought a skateboard recently and she's trying to learn it. And I'm kind of worried she might, injure herself.
Yeah, I would worry about that too. We used to go before the pandemic, we used to go roller skating, and that was fun, but that is only something that you can do inside. And I don't think it's open now, or safe, but that was something we like to do. We do also go for hikes. Like we'll find like a place in nature that we can kind of go for a hike, maybe to a waterfall or something, or just around the neighborhood. We live very close to a lake, so sometimes we'll walk to the lake and just go see what we can see there. Sometimes we actually have a bald eagle, or actually two bald eagles, and sometimes when we walk to the lake, we can see the bald eagle flying. And yeah, and other things like I just actually saw was a swan. There's a swan in the lake now. And so it's nice to just go for a walk there, but sometimes we like to go someplace else, look for places that are like a nature walk kind of thing.
That's good. That's great. That's actually a wonderful thing. I think I should give a bit of chance to the girls as well so that they can converse after. You should be speaking more. It's a great experience. Would you like to show your paintings or something? Whatever you have drawn. Come up closer to the camera.
Wait.
And show it to them. A picture speaks more than 1,000 words. I hope you have drawn everything with an intention to portray some message, isn't it?
No.
No, nothing like that.
This is my favorite drawing.
Bring it closer to that.
Wow, that is excellent. I love it.
Tell us a bit about it. What is it actually, Afsar?
It's basically just fantasy world.
Fantasy world, a part of the fantasy world.
Yeah, there's like a book which has a stream going out from it.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I see that. I like that idea. Like the story is coming out of the book. I didn't see that. And there's a book. The book there's a book below that is making land, and then the book that's the house or something, the stream coming out. I like that.
That's really pretty.
I think let's try to generate out some message out of it, isn't it? I think this is basically telling us the significance of education.
Yeah.
If we make books as our best friend, we are bound to progress. We are bound to bring in great development into the society.
Katerina, do you want to get an iPad and show one of your pictures?
Yeah, I do a lot more digital art, so I can go show you some of that.
Yeah, the girls, they have the very similar interest because Katerina is very artistic, and that was actually one of the reasons that I got the iPad, because there's a particular program that apparently is on iPad that is really good for art. And
what is the name of the program?
Is it Procreate?
Yes, Procreate. So that was what the big gift for Christmas was, an iPad. And she does a lot of work. She does do some painting. Like, I'm going to grab something that she did last year.
Sure.
So that was last year?
No, I think this was 2 years ago. This was something that she did 2 years ago.
Whoa.
That's so pretty.
That's an amazing work.
She painted it. And she painted all the different things, like there's a mountain scene. Go ahead, you explain.
There's different things on each side, and took me a bit to make, but I like how it turned out.
Yeah, so the painting is one thing, and then she does the digital
Great
art.
job, good job.
She knows the Procreate program as well, Katerina.
That's great. That's wonderful. That's cool.
Show this one, because
this is my favorite drawing.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I saw you people are having a cat as a pet as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we have 2 cats, with Ross, who is over there, and Jasper, who is hiding somewhere.
Our other cat is very shy, so
This will be this one.
Whoa, that's our place.
Style.
That's our place. You know that?
yeah.
Thanks a lot for showing us, man. We are happy to see this. This is something which is 2 hours drive from our place.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in India, I'm talking about.
In India, right?
Yeah. Have you ever been to India?
No. I have friends that are from India. I mean, there's a big Indian community in Massachusetts.
I mean, I've never even left the United States.
Yeah. The only places that I have been are Finland, other countries, Finland, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Canada. And Katerina has not left the United States. But when I was her age, I had not left the United States either. I didn't go to any other country until I was 18.
Don't worry, long time for you. You can explore the world. Don't worry, you're too small right now, but you can explore it. You people are most welcome to visit Saudi Arabia and India too, because I have to represent both the places. Saudi Arabia is also a beautiful place, great developed country out here. And India is also diversified. India
a lot of videos. I watch because I study Spanish, I watch this Mexican YouTuber. His name is Losito, and he goes all over the world. I'm not sure if he's gone to Saudi Arabia, but right now he's in Pakistan. He went to India. And so I kind of explore the world through Losito, and I learn Spanish. I listen to him speak Spanish, and he shows all kinds of things. And then that's how I explore the world right now. We were actually planning to go to Spain, but then the pandemic happened.
So how far have you gone with the learning of the Spanish? Have you already become a fluent speaker of Spanish?
I am fluent. I understand more than I speak. I can listen to and watch shows and understand it all. But speaking, I'm not as good, because speaking, you have to really come up with the words really fast, and I'm not as good there.
Also, a lot of specific words, like if you're talking about something very specifically, it can be harder for that.
Okay, that's great. So do we see a lot of Spanish people out there at your place in US?
Yeah, yes. In fact, growing up, I heard Spanish a lot in my neighborhood, and the school I work with, actually, I had a lot of people from Latin American countries. But I also, like I said, I had Ahmad, which Ahmad he was from Iran, but then I think he had moved to he had become a refugee and then came to US. And I had students from Saudi Arabia. I had a lot of students from Africa, like Ghana, Liberia, South Africa, but Ghana is a big one. We have a lot of Ghanaian people. Yeah, the school that I work in is a lot of like immigrants.
Wow, that's a good thing. Good.
And there's been a lot of Spanish. So like the countries that I would say is Colombia, a lot of Colombians, not Mexicans are a lot of Mexicans in the United States, but not here in Massachusetts, but Colombians, Dominican Republic, people from Dominican Republic, Puerto Ricans. Those are like the main like Spanish, Hispanic people here in Massachusetts that I can think of.
Okay. That's great. That's great. So that actually means that you have been to many places by meeting the people. You have seen a lot of
I
people
used to
like
work with somebody that was from India, and she would bring in the different Indian food, and I can't name it because I don't remember, but it's a few years ago. But so I would, experience it that way. And then now I have somebody, and she's from Panama, and she'll bring in some Panamanian food, and we have little restaurants too that come people from Ecuador and stuff, so go and have the food, the empanadas and all that.
Have you ever tasted any Indian food, by the way?
Well, I did, but it was, again, I don't remember the exact things. Like there were these little balls that were a dessert ball that my friend would bring in. And the yellow curry, this red curry is too much for me. But that's
okay.
much Indian food as I've tried.
I think the yellow balls which Hafsa is telling that might have been laddus. You might have taken laddus.
Yeah. I had a friend when I worked at another job 5 years ago, and she would bring in all kinds of different things that I would try, but that was one that I remembered.
So you're already accustomed with the culture of India as well as Saudi Arabia. I was thinking about asking you.
You're mostly, like I said, I had a couple students from Saudi Arabia, but you're the first that is really representing that. Now I've had a lot of people from India contacting me. So now this is my 4th conversation. I think I have another conversation that I haven't put up on YouTube that I had last week with another person from India.
Okay. That's very kind of you. Thanks a lot for this thing that you gave us a chance to talk with you. We are very happy about this thing. Anything else you would like to know about Saudi Arabia or India or our lives? What's your general impression about our religion, Islam?
Well, my impression and my knowledge is that it has like similar roots. And I don't know a lot, but what I know is the similar roots and coming out of the similar like Prophet Muhammad or whatever, like the similar roots to like all the Christianity and Islam all have that similar like coming from the same.
Yeah, so you're absolutely bang on correct on that. I mean, a lot of prophets, we believe in the prophets, which you do. You also believe in the fact that Prophet Adam was the first person to land on this earth, and we also believe the same.
And we go to a church that is kind of like Unitarian, which means like we study all spirituality. Like last week we were studying Buddha. We studied Christianity. We study like it's because it's Unitarians all, right? So it's just like a spiritual organization. It's a church, but it's not just a Christian church. It's like I said, last week it was about Buddha. Or a lot of it will be things like happening, social justice and stuff like that. We'll be focusing, like we just had Black History Month. So we had a lot of things on Martin Luther King and social justice. So that's another way that I explore, other religions and other beliefs and stuff is through.
That's great. What I see from out here is that every religion, it preaches us to be nice, peace loving, obeying to the rules and regulations of the Almighty Lord. More or less, every religion is directing towards one mighty power, and we are bound to everyone. There is a concept of hell and heaven everywhere. Yeah, isn't it?
It's all very similar. Like there's one very good book that it's a really long book, but it's called The Source. I think it's by Mitchell, and it's very interesting because it starts as an archaeologist. Like I think he's in the 60s, and he's in Israel, and he's digging. And as he digs, then you go back to the very, then you go back in time, and you're in the caveman time, and the caveman is there, and they talk about how they first started to believe in the idea of a higher power because they had thrown some seeds out as like giving it to the wind god, right? And then the seeds grew wheat. So there was this whole idea of like giving something to the gods. And then the archaeologist is digging to another layer. And then you get to like the first ideas of the one God and so on. And it's a really interesting kind of like, and it looks at all those three main religions and how they kind of intersect there. But it is long. It's like very thick.
That's great. That's great. That's something new to learn for all of us. It's amazing. In fact, the reason why I asked you that question, unfortunately, the general impression for the people who haven't met any Muslim, it's not very good as per the media. But I wanted to tell you that it's all more or less the same. We all are similar in the nature that we all are peace-loving, concerned about our families, our kids, for the welfare of our kids. We are striving really hard so that our kids become good in the future. So it's more
it helps to meet people because, like, you know, I had read all that, but when I started working with all these immigrant families, immigrant students, and like I told you, I had a student named Ahmad. Now, not only was he just a wonderful student, but I actually bought a vehicle from him because he had come here with nothing, and he just right after college, high school, he worked really, really hard, and he had his own little dealership. And I said, Ahmad, I need a vehicle. And, you know, wow. Like really getting to know people and really getting to know them personal. I think that's what's important. So like having these conversations with people on the other side of the earth, it really makes you understand people better.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually an eye-opener kind of thing for all of the people out here, that life, this whole world is beautiful. People all around the globe, they are beautiful, and they love to care, and they are concerned about the welfare for the entire globe. I think this is something which our pandemic has done to us. Everyone has, more or less experienced the same thing. I like your cat, Katrina. You know, I used to have a similar cat in my college days, two exactly similar to those. And we also do have a cat over there in India. My mother is taking care of it. It's a Persian whitish cat. Would you like to say something about it more? And one more too, isn't it? We have got two over there.
We have two cats. One is the similar color as Katrina's cat, and the other one is white. Both of them are Persian. One's name is Oreo, and the other name is Snowflake.
Yeah. So it's kind of amazes me the way we are having a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
I was thinking about my family as well. I'll give you a bit of detailing about my family. We are four brothers and one sister. The eldest one is in United States, in Atlanta. He's already an American now. The second one, he's in London. He has become a British now. I'm the third one. The brother younger to me, he's here in Saudi Arabia working in the same university as an assistant professor of English language. And by the way, he's also a YouTuber. I would ask him to collaborate with you someday.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then I've got the younger sister. She's over there in India, and she's into her married life, and she's also trying to study as well. We have a school out there in India from grade 1 to grade 12. It's called as Kids Island, and my mother works over there for a good 365 days a year. I mean, yeah, you understand the job of a director, someone who's taking care of everything. So
it's like our principal, I think, right?
Yeah, she's working as a principal. And the reason why I'm working in Saudi Arabia is that my father worked over here for a good 33 years. I was born over here in Saudi Arabia itself. Now my father has returned back to India now. He's enjoying his retired life. But that's the reason why I came to Saudi Arabia, and which is the reason why I also know a bit of Arabic. I think in a similar way, the way you know Spanish, because I'm also able to understand the language of Arabic, but I cannot converse it a lot. I can converse it up to an extent. I can play soccer with them.
Yeah, nice.
In fact, I do a bit of sporting events out here. I mean, I play soccer and volleyball. My physique does not justify that. I'm kind of obese with abdominal obesity. I need to cut down my soft drinks, Pepsi, and all those things. I'm a big fan of that, you know. So it's great. It's amazing. I mean, let's let the girls talk a bit now, because we can talk for the entire day. Yeah. By the way, also, come on, say something. You people are most welcome to visit Saudi Arabia or India. In case if you think about it, allow me to host you people. I will take you to Taj Mahal.
Absolutely. When we
go there. So it's great. That's great. Afsar, would you like to talk? Anything? I mean, anything else would you like to? Our knowledge about United States is quite limited. All we know is that Joe Biden is the president of United States.
The
And
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, you're talking about? Yeah, Statue of
Yeah,
Liberty.
LA is famous for the Hollywood and all that stuff.
Of course, that's everyone knows about it. And then you've got 50 states, isn't it? 50 states?
50. Yeah, we have 50 states.
We have 51 sometime.
We might have 51. It's always like Puerto Rico. Maybe they could become a state. I don't know. It might happen.
Okay.
And what else we can tell you? We have beautiful, beautiful national parks, Grand Canyon, and mountains, and beautiful ocean. Well, we have oceans, but I mean beach. In Maine and different parts of Disney World. Disney World, right? We went there a few times because my son's in band, and colleges, universities, some of the most famous. Actually, we have an MIT, and I just learned from one of the people I spoke to last week that they have another MIT in India, but I don't remember how to say the MIT in India. In MIT here is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is where we live, which I think is known throughout the world. And there's an MIT in India.
By MIT, do you mean to say the name of the university, AMITY? Yeah, no, we do have a.
It stands for the initials, and it's known throughout the world, I believe. So it's Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and it's very famous. And I just learned last week that there was another MIT in India.
Okay, it has
but I don't remember how to say the M part of it.
No problem. I think of course it has to be there. India is quite diversified, being the second largest population in the globe. And let me tell you one interesting fact about India. I mean, the country which is second in terms of speaking English after United States, that's India for you.
That's that's what I understand.
Most probably because of the reason of the population, and yes, our education standard is quite good over there. It's at par.
Right.
You might have seen a lot of Indian students, so you know it very well.
I've seen a lot of Indian students, and I did watch one Bollywood movie, and it was it was based on like a very famous Jane Austen novel called Pride and Prejudice. So they took like one of these Jane Austen novels, which is from the 1800s in England, and they made it into a Bollywood movie.
Do you remember the name of that movie?
I'm gonna have to look it up, but it was like if you type in like Bollywood Pride and Prejudice, you probably would get it in Google. It was good.
Okay. Let me try to Google it. If you allow me, I'll try to Google it up right now.
Yeah, go ahead, because I actually watched it a few times. It's a very one of the most famous English novels is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, and they've done other like versions of it, like.
Okay, fine. So you might have seen it with the subtitles on, isn't it?
I think I might have seen it dubbed. I think it might have been dubbed in English.
Okay. Pride and Prejudice. We do have a movie with the same name in Bollywood, Pride and Prejudice. I don't think so. That has to be the same one. Maybe. Yeah, it's the same one, isn't it? The name is the same. That's good. That's good. I would recommend you one movie. Maybe you should watch it. In fact, two movies. One is Three Idiots. You try watching it, both of you. You're gonna love it. I'm for sure. Three Idiots, and the other one is Dangal. It's a story of a father who's trying to make her girl a wrestler. So it's an amazing story. You would love it. I would be sending you the names as well. Name of
that'll be good.
And let me tell you about my experience of watching the Hollywood movies. I'm not very much into Hollywood, but I saw one movie long time back, but it's still there in my memory. It's The Pursuit of Happiness. Have you seen it?
Oh, yes.
Bruce Willis was there. Who was the leading character out there? Bruce Willis?
I'm trying to remember.
I'm
trying to remember like the storyline of that one. I did, because there's lots of different movies, and I'm trying to remember.
It was a story of the struggles of a father trying to take care of his kid, and then he tried to get into the share market, whatever the struggles he was having. He was homeless at that time, and then the way he developed into a successful entrepreneur. So it was great. I mean, you should watch it again if you in case.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
that's
trying to
great.
think
That's
of a movie that would be a good movie to suggest for all ages. Katerina, what do you think? Well, you like fantasy, so let's see. It's not some of the movies like I don't know if you ever heard of the Percy Jackson series.
No.
No.
Have you heard about it? No.
Well, basically, it's this author, and he has taken the Greek gods, but now the Greek gods have taken over, and they're in the Empire State Building, right next to the Statue of Liberty. And there's this one boy that is actually the son of Poseidon, which is the sea god. And I won't spoil the whole thing, but
You just did.
Is it a web series or
you
it's
know
a
that from the
movie?
beginning.
Okay. Is
Anyway,
it
it's a good series. I can send you the link to the if you like reading, and the movie. There's one or two of them now.
There's 2 movies on Disney Plus. The second one is just bad. The first one is okay. They just don't fit up with the story very well.
Katerina reads the book so much, and so when we watch a movie, she'll comment of how different and how wrong it is from the book.
That's great. That's great. I mean, that's a wonderful thing to do for a young age like that. If she's already into books, in fact, I would like to advise her. I mean, you are inspiring Hafsa as well. Hafsa should also start involving herself into a habit of book reading. This is the best way to learn a language and to enrich your knowledge. In fact, I'm also getting inspired from you, Katrina. Thanks a lot. Huh? I'll also try to grab one book and I'll start reading it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's amazing. That's good. Anything else to talk? It's an absolute pleasure talking with you.
Absolutely. We should definitely do this again. I don't know that I have anything else right now.
I'll make you explore places the next time around. If you're able to collaborate once again, I'll show you the place where I live in. I'll show you a presentation so that you get to know more about the city where I'm living. And I might ask you for the same thing.
Yeah, we could do that. We could like make a presentation too. That would be
that would be lovely for the audience out there. They will get to know about this thing.
Yeah.
So, first of all, congratulations for the great job which you both are doing.
Yeah, thank you.
This is again something which you're inspiring.
It was Katerina's idea.
Yeah.
Katerina's idea. She wanted to be a YouTuber, and now who's making most of the videos? Mom.
Hafsa is also into TikTok, and she has got around 1,600.
1.6K.
1.6K subscriber. I'll share the link with you, Katrina. You can also look into her. I mean, the way she's doing all this mess. I don't find it appealing, but still, it is something.
I don't either, but yeah, Katerina, you were into that, right?
But one of the advantages of that is that the kid is, developing his confidence. He's learning how to present himself or herself. So that's a good thing about it. But the only thing is that it has to be in limited amount. Otherwise, it's
that was the thing. That's the thing. Limited, right?
That's great. I would like to introduce you my younger one before leaving.
Sure.
He might be. Hamad, please come here. Yeah. Can you please go and call him up? Yeah, he's right now still learning. He's kind of learner. Hamad, say hello to Rachel and Katrina. Say something. He's in his learning stages of English language. Come on, speak.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I love your shirt. Far out space.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would like to say anything? Kind of shy. So it's great. It's amazing. I was expecting this talk to be ending in about 10 minutes, but the clock is still ticking, and we feel like talking more and more. The girls would like to chat something because the grown-up, we have chatted a lot. Would like to talk anything? Hafsa, you are into Disney Plus, some series?
I was.
Come closer here. What are the series
I
which
love Salmon Cat and Game Shakers. Those were my favorite series.
Have you ever seen that, Katrina? Game Shaker, Salmon Cat? It's a television series, an English one. Would you like to recommend it to you?
I recommend Salmon Cat. I loved it. One of the
Tell me about the one in which the girls, they are making their own channel and they're becoming quite famous. What's the name of that show?
I don't really remember.
I think that's one of the side effects of using a lot of technology. They're not retaining in their memory.
I watched it in 2018, so I don't really remember it.
Never mind. We will try to keep in touch with more. I'll try to be in touch with you, Rachel.
Yeah, we can do
consider
it
me.
again in a bit.
You
Like,
can consider me as your brother sitting over here in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we'll be more in touch. And if you want, I can share my WhatsApp contact with you as well.
yeah,
Text
sure,
you.
absolutely. Send me that. I'll send you mine because I'm not very good at adding people to WhatsApp. I don't know why, but I can't seem to figure out putting the country code. I don't get it right. So I'll give you my number and you can add me to WhatsApp.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Okay, no problem. You can email it to me on
Yeah.
that email.
I will email you a link to this video too.
Yeah,
that
that
you
would
can
be
download.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. That's very nice of you. So it was amazing having a chat with you. I had a blast. I enjoyed it a lot. I wish you all the best. I will be praying to the Almighty Lord for your everlasting success. More power to you people, your kid, and the elder one, and this one, and your cats as well.
Thank you.
May God bless you. Any
And
final
you
words, Hafsa, to Katrina and Rochelle? Say something.
It
Come
was
on.
really nice meeting you, and I loved your hair. I was focusing on it the whole time.
Have you dyed it, by the way? Because Hafsa is persistently
Is it
asking
mine
me.
or her hair? Because
Both of
Katarina
them.
did my hair, but Katarina's also done her hair because her hair
Both
used
of
to
us.
be. Which one? Which one do you?
Both of you. She's talking about both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of
Katarina's
asking me again and again. She wants to dye it blue. I told her no, it won't be looking good. But she's telling to
yeah.
dye
Well,
it blue.
this is temporary. But it's hard to go from like, I think when you have that very dark hair, it would be hard to get the blue.
Yeah.
I think you can go for the similar color what
Purple,
they're
like
having.
purple.
Kind of. What's the
Yeah.
color which you're wearing right
This
now?
is
Is
almost
it
like a
purple?
burgundy.
Purple?
A burgundy kind of dark pink, right?
No, it's more of a light pink.
Well, it looked dark pink on the bottle, but
Okay, that's great. That's wonderful.
All
Okay,
right.
so shall we wrap it up now?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Lovely talking to you, both of you.
Thank you. It was
Take
really
care.
nice
Bye-bye.
meeting you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Okay, now, one permission. Can I upload the same video on my
Yes.
YouTube channel?
Yes,
okay
I
with you?
might split it up because it might, I don't know how long we've been talking, but absolutely you can upload it, and if you just put a link to my channel in the description, that'd be great.
Definitely. I'll give a shout
That's
out
why
over there.
I'm gonna send you a link that you can download it.
Sure, for sure. And I'll be watching more of your videos for
Okay,
sure.
thank you.
I'll be your friends now. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.